Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by Toyota. Moving forward.
One contributing factor to this big pileup, if you're wondering why Brian Vickers aggressively blocked Dale Earnhardt Jr., both those cars were one lap down.
Right.
They were both trying to stay in the free pass position if another caution came out. Ordinarily, you might not race each other that hard at this point in the race.
Exactly.
But Vickers is trying to either get back on the lead lap or stay in the lucky dog position. He ended up very unlucky.
And it's easy enough to blame Junior, but Junior was probably trying to just squeeze right back in behind Vickers and not lose any more time than he needed to. But that was just a bad call, a bad move on his part.
Who did get the free pass? There is none, because the driver who would have been eligible was involved in the wreck. No free pass.
We saw a similar incident yesterday in the Nationwide race. Jason Leffler tried to squeeze in behind Little Wallace, and he clipped him and turned him in the fence.
73 laps to go. What'll happen next?
The Daytona 500 on Fox is delivered by Budweiser. Reach for the perfect balance of flavor and refreshment. Budweiser, the great American lager.
About a lap or so away from a restart. Here's our Ford Drive One moment. 1992. Davey Allison, Morgan Shepherd, a Ford 1-2 in the Daytona 500. Allison led all but 5 of the final 102 laps in winning the Great American Race with Larry Mack as crew chief. There's our top Ford right now. Matt Kenseth in third. Want to win a Ford Fusion? Log on to WeRaceYouWin.com to see how. Matt?
Mike, we've caught up with Kyle Busch making his way back to the hauler. What happened?
Not real sure. Just, you know, some guys having some bad days and not doing their best out there. Just made their bad day our bad day, and, you know, we had a problem. So it's just a shame, you know, that M&M's Toyota was so strong today and led all those laps and was running up front. Just playing with my teammate there and had a great time. Just unfortunate that, you know, two guys got together that were a lap down that were fighting over nothing.
All right, thank you, Kyle.
Yep.
Dick Bergen?
How disappointing is it right now?
Jamie McMurray sits in his car in the garage. Mechanics have a lot of work to do. One of the brackets that holds the steering onto the car has torn loose from the chassis. Jamie, you had such a good day, ran in fourth spot all day, but it's over. What did it look like to you inside the car?
I'm not real sure. You can't really see anything except for the guys in front of you, and the line just wouldn't go. And, you know, I was getting run into from the back, and I'm hitting the guy in front of me, and it looked like someone got spun around the front. But it was a really good day for the Crown Royal Ford Fusion. It you know, it drove really well. Really awesome horsepower that we had this weekend from Yates and all those guys. Just you know, sometimes it's not your day.
He thought he could win the race, Krista.
From work in the garage to work on pit road, Kyle Busch's teammate Denny Hamlin and the FedEx Toyota team going to work. They say the guts are okay, meaning the steering, the suspension. It's the cosmetic and aesthetic damage. You see the team working there. Car chief Chris Gillen trying to add some braces, some splitter braces for support, and they're also worried the motor's running just a little bit hot.
Well, of the guys we've talked to, I don't believe I've ever heard more philosophical guys.
One of those days. The other day, I took a 2010 Ford Fusion Hybrid over to DeLand. 70 on the highway through town, 55 back on US 92. 44 miles to the gallon for the round trip. So you want to win a Ford Fusion? Log on.
You know, as I watched what happened on the back straightaway right there, it almost kind of reminded me a little bit of the last lap at Talladega back in 2006 with those two players involved. A little bit of opposite results. Brian Vickers went on to win the race, and the other guy that was involved in that last lap situation at Talladega was this guy right here, Jimmy Johnson, in the 48 car.
I think Steve has an update on Jimmy.
Well, Mike, he's trying to make the most of a frustrating day. They've had him on pit roads to see if there's any damage to the splitter after that long slide. But after the slide, he said to Chad Canals, "Hey, did you see me? I did a cool 360 and got going again." And Chad said, "Yeah, pretty cool."
We'll show you Jimmy's view of what happened. A few sprinkles around the racetrack, so it's going to be a lap or so before we go back to green. You're watching the Daytona 500 on Fox.